With this year's touring car season just starting to hot up, we find ourselves for the first time at Donington Park. And the drivers will be wrestling against the conditions today with the rain pouring down.
Good day, wet weather wonders. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more TOCA 2 Touring Cars. It's episode 3, race weekend 3 of the 1998 British Touring Car Championship. Thanks for tuning in. Rounds 5 and 6 are taking place at a wet Donington Park, Donington National, the short circuit, not the full Grand Prix circuit that they used, I believe it was 1993's European Grand Prix. So since it is going to be some wet weather, we're going to start off with some setup work. We're going to... Now here's the thing about Donington. Now this is probably the one track, the one layout that I have the most experience with that we're going to be running in. Yeah, I'd say so. I was going to say Oulton Park is on the Foster circuit, and I know that one pretty well as well. But I think this is the one I know the best. So, yeah, even compared to Silverstone, I think I've run more laps at Donington than Silverstone. Anyway, yeah, so what we're looking at is, because it's got a bunch of high downforce look at turns, Red Gate, which is turn 1, the old hairpin, which is, I think, turn 3 or 4, McLean's Coppice, which is the one leading onto the two turns leading onto the back straight. Those ones need downforce, and it is the rain, which makes you think downforce. But it is a fast circuit, though. That back straight is a long back straight. I'm thinking I'll dial in a little bit of downforce. We'll see how it goes. We'll leave that for a minute. Now, we do know that we want to soften the car up. It is wet weather, so you soften the car up. And we're going to give this a crack for quali and see what happens.
One lap of the track is all the drivers have to prove their worth. Heartbeats will be racing as the drivers go for a good time.
Thank you, Tiff. Alright, here we go. How fast can you take it into Redgate? We'll brake it to 50. Almost loop it. Getting on the curbing is a bad idea. I was doing the test track earlier through Craner curves here. As we come up to the old hairpin here. Brake it to curbing. I love this old hairpin. It's a fast turn, but if you're not careful, the exit can come up really fast on you, right? If you come up to McLean's again, this is one of those ones where in a faster car it is tempting to get on the brakes a little early, but you want to have the car leveled out. Coppice opens up. So just being very, very gentle. See, this is the point where it's like, it handles good in the twisty bits. Now we might need to, yeah, we are going to want to... Oh, took that in way deep. Braking at the 50 is a very bad idea there. We'll see how we do.
Let's see a rundown of the qualifying times.
Not liking our chances here.
So with all the drivers' laps complete, it's another pole position for David Leslie.
Yeah, it's like... It was all over the shop in Redgate, and then I just absolutely chunked it in the back on the S's there, so...
Well, the start will be crucial for the newcomer, starting as he does from the middle of the grid.
Yeah, but 10th is where we're used to starting, so I'm not surprised. Now, what we need to do... We need... to get going there. Need some... Now, here's the question. Do we dial back the downforce here? I think we can afford to dial back some downforce here. And I'm not unhappy with where the suspension is. Yeah, I think we're okay. I feel like this is what I always do. I kind of go a little conservative on my qualifying lap and then find some speed as we go along. Now, it's only 5 laps for the sprint race. Actually, we've done 4 for the last couple. But it is wet. So that's going to add a little twist to it.
Well, the sprint race is about to get underway. Let's hope everyone gets off to a clean start.
Yeah. Here we go. Just lay on the throttle. A good jump. Not so good in the second phase of the start. Oh, man. Really not good in the second phase of the start. Oh, we've got Radicic. Who's gone? Whoa. Warwick almost hit us. Bear did hit us as we avoided Radicic. Now we are in the thick of trouble. 14, that's Rydell, who's back here with us for... What was that really Rydell? What's the right number? Oh, I'm around. No, that was a Mondeo. That was never going to work like that. And now we're ahead of... Oh, Cox. That was Cox, sorry. I thought I saw Rydell's 14. I'm being very careful here, trying not to get dumped again. As we go into McLean's. This is, do I ever have a good run in the sprint races? Now, let's hope that... I don't think I got the gearing quite right, especially 5th. We'll see how it goes in the 6th. Broke just past the 100. Which wasn't a bad call. That was incredibly stupid, perhaps daring, into the S's there. Just break before the 50. Could have carried more speed into Redgate. Is it Redgate or Redgrave? Have to... should double check that. There we go, that was a little better through the old hairpin there. Yeah, split time's better. Of course the split time is better. I didn't try and cross it backwards. I was going to say, the grip's okay. I'm wondering if the rain is letting up just a little bit. But it is still raining. Going to try the long way around the Honda of Cox. Underneath the Dunlop Bridge there. I wonder if they were going to get rid of it, because they were going to redevelop it for, redevelop Donington for Formula 1 at one point. They kind of made fun of it on Top Gear because they had, they raced Jeremy in the Stig. Oh, fastest lap. Begs the question, is there the fast lap bonus point in the sprint race, or is that just a feature? Or is it just a lead lap bonus? We are climbing back up, though. I think we've got something with the setup here. If we can just hold it together. I'm a little leery about flying through... Oh, we got by Yvonne in that scramble as well. That's good. That's the important thing. Get by your teammate. I was going to say, I'm a little leery about charging into the old hairpin. I was braking at the gravel marker. I don't know why. Going slow there. No, it was just... Yeah, so I'm a little leery going through the old hairpin. You spin once, even if you don't think it was your fault. Attacking the curb is daring. Tuck in behind Warwick, get a little slipstream. He's got some damage on his door. You can see, yeah. It looks like somebody hit him just below, or just before the, just in the side door there. So he got caught up in a dust-up somewhere along the way, didn't he? Even faster this time.
2 laps to go. Repeat, only 2 laps to go.
Dive it underneath Plato. We'll have to back it down behind Cleland and the Vauxhall. Now we've got ourselves in a little bit of a train here. I won't be able to make a move on them into the old hairpin because I'm not daring enough to do that. Ooh, that thing got... I don't know if I should do the external view, just so you guys can see what I sort of feel, because that back end, and here as well. Now they're too wide. I've got to... Oh, somebody went argy-bargy with one of the Nissans. So we're going to... Oh, run it wide, keep it wound up. Reed and Cleland and I were looking 3 wide there. Now I'm gonna... And Jason Plato's with us. Everybody is here. Now this is where the fun begins. Oh, this is just gonna be mental. brake, hard. We're gonna have Cleland in the second part here. Where is he, though? I want to get behind Reed and slipstream him.
Final lap. Repeat, this is the final lap.
Brake. We're kind of penned in by Thompson there. And that lets Anthony by. We're going to try and hold off Cleland there. Now, this is where the fun continues. Not begins, because we're already in the middle of fun. And again, just a little bit loose through the old hairpin. Now, I think we can make up a little bit of time into McLean's. If we brake late, make up a little time on Anthony there. We can just, we're picking up a little time there. I'm faster than him through there. We could make a top 5 in a sprint. Where is he? Oh, he's just a Nissan was a badass car this season. We'll hit the brakes. We'll outbrake Anthony there. Can we get Thompson in the run up to the line? No, we can't. Just gave him a little boost there. So close. And we touring car after the line.
Here's how the race finished. A top 5 finish for the newcomer then, and I'm sure he'll be very grateful of the championship points.
Damn right, I was expecting to get shit on in the sprint race after that start. Hey, I was gonna say, Johnny Morbidelli finishes in the points. Don't get to see the championship standings after that, but hey, we haven't had any points in a sprint before. Now, I do like where we were. Okay, it's an 11-lap feature, and it's going to be in the rain again. Yay! I like the setup as is, so I think I'm going to stick with it. The only question is, do I play with the gear just that one tick? That's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, I'm quite happy. I was going to say, or maybe do I dial in a little front brake? Nah, I'm good. And we'll stick to the inters. Yeah, let's go.
Qualifying for the feature race is about to begin, so let's get down to the track and take a look.
A little shorter intro from our friend Tiff Nadell that time. Could have carried a little more speed through there, but we're fine. Into the Craner curves. Don't scrub off too much speed through Craner. And Craner 2. Could have carried more speed through the old hairpin. Unfortunately, it doesn't really help you with the splits versus everyone else, especially yourself. I feel like that I got the, just because it goes lower in the rev range under the old gear ratios, I feel as though we keep it in a good spot in the rev range there with that little tiny tick on the gear ratios. So it's a little thing, but I think it's going to do us a whole whack of good there. Ooh, that was close. I probably almost rolled it.
With all the drivers' laps completed, let's take a look at the final grid positions for the race. A super drive and the first pole position of the season for the new Audi driver.
Let's go! Let's go! This is what we wanted. I didn't even think... I knew it was a good lap. I just wasn't sure if I had really hooked it all up. But yeah, we absolutely bloody did. Nice! I told you I like this track. I like Donington. Controversial opinion, but this might be my favorite circuit in Britain. Which is why I wasn't unhappy they didn't ruin it when they were going to renovate it for Formula 1. In the 2000s, not the hairpin's fine. Okay, so with that in mind, I don't think we're going to play around with the setup at all. And I think that just means we're going to go right into an 11-lap feature race at Donington National.
Well, with the rain still not showing any signs of letting up, we move on to the day's feature race. So we're ready for today's longer feature race. Let's see how it unfolds.
So Tiff did give us something there. Rain will not be a factor in pit strategy. So what we've got to do... Well, here comes the Honda. We're doing a good job of holding up the inside line, at least. Whoa, that was a punt. I was doing good, and then I got thumped. I was going to say, someone went with me. It was Yvonne. I was hoping for a little more room. Instead, I got touring card. Okay, well... We gotta make our way up to 4th. Now, here comes the question. The pit window will open on the next lap. Yvonne's not giving us any goddamn room there. So the pit window's gonna open up the next lap. Not this time by, but next time by. And we are going to be in the thick of traffic. We got by Hoy, now we got it to the other Mondeo of Baird. Glad I didn't do what I always do and pick a Ford. I know the car's bad fast. Oh. Well, I got a warning for dangerous driving because just punted Cox into the S's.
You can pit any time from now.
How about damage? How is the damage, Jeff? Since I just tried to, punch a hole in the radiator with Cox's Honda. Okay. Looks like the pair of Vauxhalls in front of us. You mentioned those are 888 Vauxhalls, right? Yeah, it's Cleland. I think it looks like it should be Warwick in front of him. So let's see. This could be an early stop race. I don't know.
This is wet. Take your wet tyre.
I did not understand what Jeff said. Something about wet tires, though. Go underneath Harvey. We'll take P9. Again, we're able to use some of these slipstreams to great effect. And this is the first lap of the window. That was Warwick. That was making the break.
Hell of a lap. That's the fastest so far. Okay, don't come in this lap. Your teammate's entering the pits now.
Now Vaughn's coming in. Yeah, it is raining harder than it was in the sprint. The grip's not going away, so I'm not worried yet. But that's the problem. Is you got to be thinking ahead in wet weather conditions. Because you don't know the grip.
The first pit stops are being made now.
Thanks, Jeff. Oh, man. Menu is making that car wide. Oh, man. That was a bit wider than I was expecting him to make his car.
Your teammate's leaving the pits now.
So the lane is clear for us. We get out of that turn better than Alan. Defending champion Alan Menu, as evidenced by the one on his car. Didn't think he had the fastest car in 97, but he thought he made the fewest mistakes. Now we're in behind Thompson again. Another fastest lap. Right, so I was starting to say the lane is going to be clear for us. So we don't have to worry about what our teammate is doing with strategy. We can just make it happen. But here's the other thing, is that we've also got to be mildly concerned about what everyone else is doing. Whoa, that was definitely, obviously sideways through the hairpin. Old hairpin. Not much of a hairpin. I wonder, I gotta look up the history of Donington just to see what the old hairpin looked like. I assume it looked like an old hairpin. And we've got ourselves in line. I'm just gonna, okay. He got it sideways over the apex, did Ricard, so.
The car ahead has still got to come in.
The neon tab on the side of his car was a dead giveaway, Jeff. But yes, we just got by Anthony Reid. Got a little sideways through the first part of the S, I know. Shocking. Rydell's in. So Rydell is boxing. So now we've got some clear air. And we've got, it's 75% of the distance is the end of the window. It's 15 to 75% of the race is where they set the window. So that would mean that we have to box on lap 8. So we've still got a few more laps that we can play with on our strategy. And we can streak away from everyone. Because we have, to borrow a Gus Johnsonism, we have getting away from the cop speed. And we are going to do just that today. We found 8/10ths in there, pushing this thing sideways. I'm getting my Gilles Villeneuve on. I'm just power sliding all over the goddamn place. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. So, just pissed away the lead. Oh, Reed's gone agricultural. And that slowed him down a lot. Yeah, that's what I gotta pay the price for being cocky. No. Just blame it on the rain. Alright, we'll be... Ooh, that was a little slick through first part of Craner. These curves here, the Craner curves, as we come into the old hairpin. Now, it is interesting what I'm thinking for the pit stop strategy. Obviously, if we're doing okay, I'm not worried too much. We could go for lefts because there's a lot of right-handed turns and it loads up the outside tire. Old hairpin, Redgate, Coppice, McLean. Those ones are where, I mean, even really the first turn on the S's. That's where your maximum load is, so that's where the maximum wear is going to be. Back it down a lot there. Brake real early as the back end steps out. You don't stay off the white lines. Oh, fast lap.
You haven't made your compulsory pit stop. 2 laps left.
Thanks, Jeff. I've got time. I've got about 75 seconds. Well, it's about 60 now to come around and make a ponderance about what I want to do. I'm thinking we'll box this lap. Now the question is, we gotta change 2 tires. The question is, I'm thinking I want to definitely think about putting lefts only. I mean, there's nothing that says we can't change all 4, but I think we're doing well enough. We don't have to, we have the time we can give up, to be honest. If it takes twice as long, you know, if it's 6 seconds to change 2 tires.
It's busy here in the pit lane now.
So does that mean pit or don't pit, Jeff? Don't tell me it's busy in the pit lane without telling me what that means. I'd like to box, but I don't think that's a... You know what? Let's box. I'm feeling good about boxing right now. I don't have a windshield.
Keep your speed down and look for the pit crew.
Lefts. Yeah. Taking a chance.
4 laps to go, repeat, 4 laps to go.
That looks like...
Brake. Brake.
I'm on the brakes.
Gear. Go.
Alright, there we go. There's a long pit stop. It looked like Reed had gone by without pitting. So, that means we've got ourselves... Now, he's probably just going to take 2 and go. Which means... it could be close. Anthony Reed up front. Yep, it was Reed. You could just see him off in the distance in a white car, so... made Reed the logical... Tim Harvey, really behind me? He must not have stopped either. It is the final lap of the window. Now, 20-second gap to Reed. That's going to be interesting, because it is a long, slow pit lane. But he will probably drop with about 5 or 6 seconds to spare over me. I don't know. I thought I had a big lead over him. We should be able to jump him on the exchange of pit stops. But I'm not helping my case. And it is getting wet because I'm braking at the 100. And it is not wowing up. It is not wowing up near as much as it did earlier in the race.
3 laps to go, repeat, 3 laps to go. You're doing great, keep it up.
Maybe I should have taken 4. We're already sitting there making repairs. And then we did jump Reed in the exchange of pit stops. I'm just waiting to see where he is on track. We may have to wait for him to come through timing and scoring. So that will be the first intermediate there. That's where we'll probably see him come through. I think we got ourselves a safe gap from the looks of it. Oh, David Leslie! So I don't know if it's just it's really got a long pit stop delta there, or if it's just that he had a really long stop. Okay, so we've still got about 1 or 2 1/4. Sorry, or less than now. Brake, missed my point. Braking point. Huh, recovered well. 2 to go. Oh, I thought Jeff was going to yell at us about that. That's fine. So, we will... I was going to say we'll take it nice and easy, and no, we won't. Oh, Anthony's ahead of Leslie, I'm guessing. Fresher tires do make a difference. Of course, as you wear them down, they're probably not as good at displacing water, so... Whatever this fast lap I did, I must have really just hooked it up in the final 2 sectors, because I'm constantly faster in sector 1 and then ends up slower by the time I reach start finish. Wind it up here. A little slower through sector 2, but we'll have to see how that translates through the S's. Whoa. Maybe not ride the curb so hard next time.
Final lap, repeat, this is the final lap.
No, apparently the secret is just attack that curb. Just go full rallycross and jump that goddamn curb in the S's. That's the secret to a fast lap here. Well, I'm finally starting to put this thing together. It's taken a while, but I'm finally managed to... I'm feeling better about my racecraft and my driving of this Audi touring car. If only I drove an Audi in real life. I drive a Fiesta. There's actually the Fiesta. You can't do support championships, so I'm wondering if I should just do... like the Ford Fiesta support championship as a bonus video or something like that. Just for fun. Anyway, that's a ways off, because today's victory in another feature race.
Here's a rundown of the final placings. And another feature race victory for the newcomer. Audi must be delighted with his progress so far.
I mean, they keep threatening to fire me, Tiff. I'm not sure they love me, but... And Yvonne near the back. Still no points for the Peugeot boys. We come into the pits and collect our trophy. Don't run over anyone. Oh, we are pulling over. Okay, I was a little worried at first. We were in the fast lane, so... where people are standing. Oh, do I put... So I can't remember if I have to push the button to skip this.
After 2 cracking races, let's see who has benefited in the title race. So, leading the table at this stage is Nissan veteran David Leslie.
I was wondering if he was going to say anything about me.
Let's see how today's events affect the Constructors' Championship table.
Not a whole heck of a lot, but we are closer in on Volvo for the top 3, so hey, progress. There, we're getting ever so closer. Is that us sort of down in P second to last there? Sigh. It's gotta be close to... No, because there's no podiums or nothing. I was gonna say, it's gotta be close. Gotta be close, but not quite yet. There was another cheat code there, but maybe I'll fly it up on the screen real fast if there were enough frames captured of that. I have to freeze frame that to show you guys there's another cheat code there. Not sure what this one does because I don't know what it is yet, so I'll have to go back and find out when I'm going back and doing the editing. Next up, it is going to be Brands Hatch Indy Circuit, which is actually kind of close to the original Brands Hatch layout, interestingly enough. But yeah, it's just that tiny little part. Paddock Hill Bend. Let's just say that might be my least favorite. I know everyone loves Brands Hatch. I can't do Paddock Hill Bend to save my life. This can get ugly because I've always been shit there. Druids, I can handle. Graham Hill, actually, that's a lot trickier than you think, because that exit that exit runs up on you fast. Surtees into the McLaren hairpin. That was it. It's tricky just to get your braking points right, especially into McLaren, because you don't want to like brake on a curve and then loop the damn thing. So. Try to avoid braking on the approach if possible, see? So, even the game knows. Even the game knows. But alright, that'll do it for this episode of TOCA 2 Touring Cars. Next time out, Brands Hatch. But until then, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on air, and that is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. Don't forget you can check out more TOCA 2 Touring Cars in the playlist. It's on the screen in the description down below. And more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.